Hey, good morning, Mark and Jane. Paul McLean here, Crestview RV, Buda, Texas. Thanks for your phone call again, Mark. And Jane, this is going to be the 2800 BH Imagine. You already have a video on the 3250 and the 2910. This will be the 2800. Still 165 watts of solar, 2 ACs, 50 amp. It's the same digital Winegard Air 360 antenna. Same 18-year warranty on the roof, R40 insulation factor. Even the slide out is walkable. I've got the awning out about as far as I can. We'll see that from the underneath. Condensation shouldn't be a problem. We've got an attic vent just like in a house here. And super well done roof-wise. And you'll have a front cap that is also an R40 insulation factor. You can see all the extra sealant that these guys put on to make sure that everything stays dry inside, which is what we want. So I'll jump off this. We'll look at the inside. That 261 BH, I'm going to send you a video that I made for somebody else, I think. I don't have anybody, or I don't have any of them on the lot right now. That would be a Transcend there. But the 261 I have coming in, I don't have any right now. This is a 2023 here, and the Transcend coming in will be a 2023 as well. I'll get a price on this roof I'm on now of the 2800 BH. The 261 BH will be $35,995 currently, and that'll be a 2023 as well, as I mentioned. The difference between the two, that's going to be a hard-sided metal-sided camper, but it's twice as thick as the Jaycos you see next to it. Has an R factor of 9 on those walls, where even these Imagines have an R factor of 7. So I'd put those metal-sided Transcends up against any fiberglass aluminum framed camper on the market today. So I will get that to you as well. I'm going to jump off this and we'll look at the interior of this one and try to narrow the field. Okay, Mark and Jane, those accent lights there on the front cap you can turn on and off via a little switch inside your pass-through storage. Of course, we'll fill up your propane tanks for you. And remember, we have the RV park here to camp overnight with us. Make sure you learn everything 100% and that everything works before you leave. That way your first camping trip will be worry-free. You can see in here the solar panel charging. And there is your inverter that runs the refrigerator. You have a tire pressure monitoring system installed. You do have to buy the valves for it. I think it's about $200 if you want to have that done. We can do that. Black tank flush is pretty standard nowadays. Laminated sidewalls on the slide outs, pretty standard on most decent brands nowadays. Ladder to the roof, of course. 50 amp camper. You can put a backup camera up there if you'd like. Figure about $700 if you want to do that. Otherwise, rear view mirrors work. Here's your outside kitchen on this one. You've got the new Capital Grille griddle, pancakes, eggs, fish you caught at the lake, all good to go. And that'll be under your awning, of course. And that LED light strip will turn on or off as well when you do and don't need the lights outside. And then a little mini fridge here for the adult beverages and so forth. There's a blue hose that you will see in the storage, pass-through storage up front, that clicks in here, and that's a pressure washer that you can use to clean things off before you go inside. Speaking of inside, notice we got the outside speakers here too. You can use those inside speakers, outside speakers separately or simultaneously. And you're set up for a TV out here as well. You've got 110 outlet and a cable connection. Inside wise, the difference between this and the ones you've seen so far is that the bunks are in the corner instead of in a separate room. Plenty large enough. They each have their own 110 and USB plug-ins, separate lights. They each have their own windows with the blackout blinds. You'll have a little extra storage space down there. Believe it or not, a lot of companies don't give you a ladder to the top bunk. This one does. The bathroom would be kind of the same as the other ones we looked at. Porcelain toilet, no plastic. Solid wood doors. Lots of towel racks. Towel storage. The big shower is about the same. That's my phone. I bet I have it up. No, that's Rocky. I will call Rocky back. Here's all your controls. You'll have some coat hangers here. A little more storage inside. All your controls here. These recliners are heated. They vibrate a little bit, and they have a really neat night light that lights up blue in the cup holders and a blue accent light underneath as well. All the windows open up 50%. They'll all have the blackout blinds. This table is a movable table, so you can take that outside, stick it move it way over if you got some big friends, or drop it down and make that into a third sleeping area. The solar panel, as I mentioned, even though we're out here in the middle of nowhere in the parking lot, we have ice because this fridge is on and running just via its single battery and the solar panel keeping that going. So the advantage of the 12-volt refrigerators are myriad. They don't need any vents on the outside of the camper or on the roof, 2 less holes in your camper. They get cold in about an hour instead of 9 hours. They stay cold. You don't have to run propane. Everybody's going to 12-volt, I hope. Drawers everywhere you need them, even underneath the refrigerator. Grand Design gives you doggy bowls. You can take those out for storage. There's silverware. Great big drawer here. Any kind of pots or pans that you need to store. There is no lack of space to do so. Secure them with the little pegs there. Metal undermounted sink. You have an extension there for more counter space. Hidden hinges on the solid wood cabinetry. Nothing wobbles, everything's solid. Good, good, good. Your bedroom will have that same standard 60 by 80 queen bed with storage underneath it. And a sliding tray. This tray moves back and forth so you can make better use of that space. You'll have some hanging space here. I know, Rocky, give me 5 minutes. And these are message. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'll call you right back. Okay, these storage cubby holes are designed to fit the top 5 selling CPAPs. You've got 110 and USB in each one of those. You can see that blue light in there for your USB. And these overhead lights are either a blue night light or a strong reading light, whichever you want at the time. Screen doors on both the doors. That second door there is nice to have. There's your second AC. So that's the 2800 BH. We're 32 feet long. Oh, I had the weight in my head. Let's go see how much it weighs. But definitely the right brand. And as I mentioned, I will send you a 261 BH of the Transcends as well, and I'll get you the price on this as well. This weighs exactly 68.62. So there she is. I'll get this downloaded and sent to you, and then I'll find one on that 261 BH, and then we narrow the field and go camping. Let's go camping.